Hi everybody, Rick here, taking on the COVID-19 lockdown challenge everybody's doing. So this is my workstation. Let's take a little tour. So everybody needs to have a big work area. This is what I do. One of my current projects, a rye-filled Puma. All my tools laid out, everything I use, the paints, lots of good bright light, paints up on the top. Like I said, there's the model I'm currently building with the instructions. What I always do is I have a second table next to it where I lay out all the sprue pieces to keep them organized and go through it. I also have on a backboard all the different paint schemes from models I've built so that when I'm painting it's easy to reference it. As I go around here, other projects I've done, spare part boxes, N95 masks for painting only. And then my favorite part is I've got lots of models to build in the future. When you start looking at models I've built, what I'm currently working on and finished up. Leopards, Pumas, Martyrs, different units I have, different things I've done, anti-aircraft units, artillery, trucking, shipping, reconnaissance vehicles, tank recovery vehicles, tank hauling vehicles, an ambulance in the back, old models I built when I was a kid, and a Marine Corps Cobra I'm working on. So one of the things I do is I always have a wide tool selection. You have to have a good pair of nippers, a little small drill, a couple different X-Acto knives, files, tweezers, tape, hemostats for grabbing and hold things, obviously some tape. So my granddaughter's Legos sitting there, and different glue options, putty, different paint things you may have to paint. Q-tips, I use these little cups to put parts in as I'm building so I don't lose them. Different glue options, windows, etc. Crazy glue, old spare parts for clear things. I always save my sprue pieces. I just got these, and I forget the name of the manufacturer, but I've used them so far and I'm real happy with that for painting bogey wheels, paint cleaning items, thinners, some of my wife's old glasses when I need to see something real close. And like I said, I've got all my paint options up on top, different cleaners. My favorite Tamiya, AK paint, different enamels to do different components of painting, weathering, etc. And then I just started using the AV paint here. A couple things I've done with that so far. It's a little on the challenging side. And then one of the things I always have, I love these Tankercrad books. Lots of good detail. It's fun to do research, learn about what you're building. And then I always save my instructions. And like I said, I lay my sprue pieces out. This works out real well. And to prime these because they go on after I've painted everything. A lot better organized this way. It just helps keep things nice and straight out. And I always kind of have the model I'm currently building. Some resin mold kit stuff there for some of the parts I may need to resin. And like I said, I always have my nice little sheet on the back here of different paint schemes. And then the big point of whole modeling is building finished models. It's always a good part. Different times I built these as I'm getting back into modeling, I'm getting better and better at it. My garage is kind of dusty, so they get a little dusting, which kind of adds to the effect. The last Puma I just built, a Dragon Kid and a Trumpeter MLRS, and a Panzer Haubitz. Old Tamiya Jeopard and a new Ming Jeopard that I've got to finish the tracks on. Revell anti-aircraft unit, some other Revell kits, and the motors I've built so far. Working on all those. Like I said, I got my ambulance, my Fawn, old World War II German vehicle I got given as a gift I built, tank recovery vehicles, more reconnaissance and engineering vehicles, and a small portion of my trucking that I have to build up. Like I said, in modeling, you always have to have lots of supplies. So I've got a couple of Pumas, some Fenix to build, a couple of MLRSs, a Burger Panzer, some more tank recovery vehicles, a Marine Corps M1 assault vehicle, and the Panzerhaubitz fuelers, some MBK kits, which are the Revell reboxes for more mortars, some Wolfs, and then I've got a couple of their Panzerhaubitz I wanted to try out. Some boxers I have to build, some 10-ton trucks, another ambulance boxer, along with some more Revell kits. And then in the back, way back there, I've got some Leopards to build. And then always have to have your spare parts, extra things you keep. One of the things I always do is I have a little supply of some soldering wire. This works real good for doing small wiring portions, some cable I may use, some bigger soldering wire, different brass pieces, always nice to save. And then I always save all these little parts here because you just never know when you're going to need something just like that. It'll work out real well. So anyway, this is my workstation. This is where I enjoy myself. Everybody else is doing it, so I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon. Anyway, that's my review of my work area. It works for me. I've got lots of bright light. And my favorite part is I've got all my models here displayed. So anyway, you guys take care. Be safe out there, and hope everybody's doing well. Keep on modeling, and look forward to people reviewing my next review I do. Take care. Bye-bye.